Rebel Wilson, secret spy. Ex-Aussie fatty is John Wick in a bridesmaid's dress. Rocket launchers, soy boys, hunky men with small pink umbrellas. This flick has it all. Prepare to witness betrayal, sexually harassed black vicars, and more bizarre facial expressions than your nan on Smack.
Wow.
Yep, Bride Hard is a fucking hoot, and I'm here to break the whole lot down.
Full recap starts now.
So we got childhood besties Betsy and Sam. Blonde bimbo bride thinks her ex-fatty Aussie mate keeps ditching the hen do. Nah, Sam's a secret agent stopping bioweapons, bruh.
Really?
Handler's basically a poor man's Awkwafina, but somehow with even less charm.
That's impossible!
She's pissed her agent keeps skipping work for this childhood memberberry BS without even booking annual leave. Sam tells bosses to get stuffed so she can rejoin the party and get stuffed, only to be met with passive-aggressive digs from jealous sister-in-law Virginia. Drunk Betsy demotes her ass and makes Virginia maid of honour instead, cause Sam might bail again to go do some more Ozempic or some shit.
Bruh.
Asian Handler, what looks and sounds exactly like Awkwafina but apparently ain't because reasons, forces her to go to the Poxy wedding to get it out of her bloody system already.
Be off duty and dance and drink and show your titties to strangers, okay?
Please don't do that.
Cut to fancy estate. Sam meets soy boy fiance Ryan. Total wet wipe with a shit beard. And no, not that wet wipe with a shit beard.
Are you serious?
More bitchy digs from control freak Virginia. Fat black bridesmaid Lydia fantasises about shagging the local vicar.
Please tell me that it's Catholic. Girl, because when you are smashing a Catholic man, the way that guilt takes over their body, woo.
Sam eyes hunky Chris, who's very obviously the walking definition of too good to be true. Before heroic protagonist spitefully ruins Virginia's surprise wedding dance out of pure unadulterated jealousy and just leaving the poor lass with a chest full of pricks. And now poor V has a thorn in her side and front. Sam goes and whines to Handler, torn between worlds. Can't tell best mate that she's a killer spy who also ruins rivals' cleavages for shits and giggles. Whilst elsewhere, dodgy blokes sneak in as waitstaff. Cut to super fun, super spa day fun. Virginia warns her off Chris because his dad's in jail for dodgy deals. Sam then implies Betsy's a bit of a phony and, deep down, not actually rather thrilled about marrying this being human reject and probably gets booted from the wedding. But a bunch of mercs suddenly storm in and rudely give a small Hispanic fella a little fright.
Oh, that is bang out of order.
Hostages keep cool, mainly by singing My Neck, My Back to a pregnant Latina belly because reasons.
Lick it nice, lick it good, lick that just like you should. My neck, my back, my and my crack. It's working. My neck, my back, my and my crack. Everybody, my neck, my back, my and my crack.
Straight white male baddie bursts in. I don't give a stuff about gay shit like letting hostages go, because
I like money though.
Uses rings and eyeballs to try and open the safe. As obviously too good to be true super charming super hunk Chris reveals he's yet another straight white male baddie and was secretly working with the main straight white male baddie all along.
No way!
Turns out he's bitter because Virginia testified against his father who's now locked up in the big house.
Nobody cares! And you need to shut up!
Though, why they invited the son of the bloke they betrayed just to jail him for literal terrorism?
Don't know.
Ryan nuts up, gets instantly capped. More useless than a chocolate dildo. Anyway, need more codes. Also need to keep hostages alive so plot can happen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ex-Ghost Rider cameoing fatty goth girl Rebel Wilson does some more dodgy stunt work, accompanied by some of the most disturbing facial expressions I've seen outside of a torture porn snuff film, what you see on the deep dark interweb or some shit.
What the hell is even that?
Sam figures out Chris is a wrong'un, smartly plays into his white knight complex and literally disarms him. Mocks his empty shooter. Cue flashbacks to when my ex-wife hit me with the exact same critique after 6 months of failed conception and one very awkward anniversary night.
Big man with an empty gun.
He promptly gets his ass kicked alongside some more demonic facial expressions despite him being armed to the teeth with a small pink umbrella.
How could he possibly lose?
Poor Chunk gets herself defenestrated into nearby food truck, naturally presumed dead and sleeping with the dishes.
LOL!
But BFF Betsy soon spots a ghosty ghouly spook of her ex-best friend smacking up even more burly blokes in a small garden.
It was super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Naturally, Betsy's stunned that a woman is remotely competent for once, while straight white male baddie demands his goons bring in, quote, the lame one, which doesn't really narrow down candidates in a room full of shit actors.
Correct.
Needs Ryan's ring. Proceeds to repeat what that dominatrix said last year when we ran out of money on our mate Ryan's stag do and had to make up the rest of the fee with his tight, innocent body.
Ryan's ring, if you please.
Sam and Betsy make up, now plot from the inside. Q lays a distraction and escape via tunnels. Sam unleashes a giant fuck-off rocket at a poor sod whilst under a small gazebo.
Was that really necessary?
Before Sammy's captured after stupidly using a nearby chocolate fountain as cover.
Hold up. She's using the chocolate fountain as cover. Move out. She's using the chocolate fountain as cover. Move out.
Baddie opens vault for Fat Stacks whilst human Fat Stack flirts more with Vicar, as the literally and figuratively lame Ryan can't control his blushes, when his soon-to-be father-in-law finally says something nice about him for once.
Hey Betsy, your dad just said he admires me.
Don't push it.
You said it. No backsies.
Betsy refuses to let obvious liabilities tag along on their suicide mission. I mean, one's preggers, and there ain't enough margarine in the world to slide the other one out when she inevitably gets wedged worse than that British granny trying to get back into her own house last year. Naturally, they just say sod it. We're totally coming on your obvious suicide mission to save that woman we all hated up to 5 minutes ago, so shut up about it already, bitch. Chris tastes his own medicine and is totally betrayed after outliving usefulness, promptly getting flushed out with Sam, amongst what has to be the worst CG water since last year's Armour movie.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Whilst the straight white male baddie plans to blow up the entire frigging mansion. Cue old cannon fight, and the worrying thought that I haven't turned anything that old and busted since that desperate widow swiped right on me last year on silversingles.com. Did you? Anyway. Jumping sucky suck slide. What promptly sucks off 2 girls at once in broad daylight, and somehow doesn't get arrested for public indecency, unlike my mate Dave on St. Paddy's Day. Liberties! Now terrible green screen car chase ran baddies into gazebos and just leaves Chris to immolate in car wreck. High fives whilst he burns alive. Agency arrives, rounds up villainous honkies. Betsy wipes Ryan's face with Spanx. Not a joke.
It's okay.
Oh.
You're gonna be okay.
Why does that smell?
Oh, these are my Spanx, but it's okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm sure, okay.
Just don't put it in my mouth, okay?
Go on, you dirty scat.
Disgusting!
Impromptu wedding goes ahead. Super competent super spy catches bouquet. Accidentally decimates $5 million worth of real estate. Virginia returns made of honour titles. Cue cringy monologue apologising for lying and prioritising world safety over their largely meaningless little friendship with something clearly written by AI on www.realgoodweddingspeechesforyou.com. Phony fakey Lizzo finally seduces bewildered chocolatey Vicar. End on even more bizarre and disturbing facial expressions, guaranteed to haunt your nightmares and sex dreams.
What the fuck?
Favourite bit? Well, aside from having to sit through the worst case of miscasting since Vince Vaughn in that Pointless Psycho remake, Denise Richards as a nuclear scientist Bond girl, and now Sophie Turner as Lara friggin' Croft in the upcoming Tomb Raider series,
Oh, good lord!
was finally hearing the phrase emotional support boobs mentioned for the first time on screen.
Sam, you're alone.
Well, no, I have my emotional support boobs.
Oh.
See? I told my prison therapist these were a thing. And I wasn't just a creepy perv trying to cop a feel on young hotties during rush hour on public transport. And well, that's Bride Hard apparently. Absolute clusterfuck. Worst movie featuring insufferable bridesmaids bollocking straight white men since the home video outtakes at my cousin's wedding last summer. Damn! Anyway, that was the plot and that's a lot. Like, sub and share so I can finally get monetized and totally make Google fund a hair transplant.
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
Comment below. Did this flick make you want to get married or just hire fucking mercenaries? Ring that bell thing to stay notified of future recaps. And I'll lie to all my friends for years and tell the bride she shouldn't marry her pussy old soulmate who has Superman Returns on his resume and only seconds before preparing to walk down the aisle are with you in the next one.